that's quoted in here in the Daily Mail, or getting cold feet, then the best advice from Margaret Dabbs literally gives you the results as well. You know, top tips from Margaret Dabbs when we're looking at the Daily Mail, in the Times as well, raving about your active ingredients and also about holding back the years and making feet look younger.
Yes.
As well. So Margaret, welcome.
Yes, hello, thank you.
We're on the couch because a model's escaped us. Probably caught on a flight.
I'm going to really enjoy this.
Oh, you are actually. You're going to give me marks out of 10 for a start. Right. We have got, I have to say, phenomenal pricing. That's why it's sold out before. Back in stock, we have got the full-size foot lotion and the full-size foot oil, which also comes with the pump as well. Sold out, I'll be honest, last June. It's not something that Margaret can necessarily give us all the time at this £23.53 price. This is outstanding value.
This is £45 worth of products bought anywhere else.
So if we came to you for a private appointment and said, yes, we'll have those two,
yes,
£45 extra would go on our bill on top of your consultation as well.
Yes.
Now, tell us about these two different formulas and why are they so special? Because you work on feet, and also, by the way, Margaret doesn't actually paint toenails as such. Leighton does that. I can do that. That's fantastic. She's more qualified than any of us. She can actually work with blades. She can work on consultation. She can work on referral, for example. So she's very highly qualified, and it's that experience that has actually made you make a certain formula, isn't it?
Yes, indeed it is. You would always start actually with the oil, and I know that you love using that on your hands, Alison, as well, don't you? And it's a dry oil. It is all about the ingredients. Now, I did make them myself. They're not products that I've just put my name to, as you know, and the product, it makes such a big difference using the right products. The active ingredient is emu oil. Now, emu oil, let's do that for you.
You unlock it for me.
Yes, indeed I will. Thank you. Oh.
We should have. Here we are. There you go. You've got it working now.
So it's a dry oil. It's anti-inflammatory. It's non-pore clogging. It isn't a thick oil. That's the lemon myrtle in it. Instant and long-lasting results. Now, it will lift old varnish. It will prevent cracks. It will reduce callus build-up. It will supply the moisture that's required. So it feels lovely. The moisture that's required around the nail area, around the cuticle.
Texture, isn't it?
It's so dry, isn't it? Makes such a difference.
And we can literally then, any dry areas of skin, it's just absorbed differently to any other type of oil. That's why you wanted to work with this formula
that's right.
This formula.
Absolutely, yeah. It is a dry oil, it's non-pore clogging, but the most important thing is it actually feeds the skin, and that's why we use it. It's wonderful in water, so you can put it in water, you can use it as a foot bath.
So we can have it warm?
Yes, you can. And if you use that every single day, that would last you 7 months. It is an intensive oil, so it is for very, very dry skin, for dry nails, for cracked nails.
As well, because I know you work as well.
Loads.
We've got the Olympics coming up. You actually work on professional sports people.
Yes.
So you do work on professional sports people. You also work on the elderly. You also work on some people that have got maybe medical problems or less able-bodied people, where actually foot care is crucial. It's not just from the glamour, it's from the comfort or from the professional
Absolutely.
need.
And it's really important at the moment because we've had a really hard winter, haven't we? We've been cooped up in boots and socks and actually many pairs of socks, and we haven't even just left it at one pair of socks, and the feet have never looked worse. April and September professionally are really busy times for me.
Well, that's when everyone just now starts to...
Well, we see, you don't have to, you know, when you think now there are more, the footwear, you know, the fit-flops, the Birkenstocks, everybody's wearing them, they're open. Yeah, absolutely, everybody's open to wearing them now.
Men and women.
Yeah, like never before. I mean, they really are a craze.
Socks have really come off, even with the men.
But be prepared, if you really think, you know, I've used everything, but nothing's really worked. It's because you haven't tried the right product.
I'll just use the oil. I'm desperate to use the cream.
Yes, please.
How do I use the cream? Can I go on top, or
yes, you can go on top. Absolutely, go on top. If this is a set that one of you likes the oil, and you know you've got a friend that loves the oil and you love the lotion, split it up because you'll never get better value. If you use the lotion every day, I mean, this is an award-winning lotion. This is the In Style magazine award winner.
Can I say also, I am just going to have to reiterate that price for you because £23.53. Normally, to buy them separately, you'd be looking at £45 when bought directly from Margaret Dabbs after a private appointment.
It feels divine. It smells like, this is such bliss for me. I'm always at the other end. I'm enjoying this.
Can you imagine having this done to your feet every night? Maybe, you know, do a swapsy with your partner. Perhaps as well, you've got maybe bad feet that you've been embarrassed of. The difference in the texture You know, I can only show you what it looks like. And you just sat there at home thinking,
but you
well,
can see,
one's an oil, one's a cream, but they're totally different to a Declure body oil. They're totally different to a Gatineau body lotion. They're totally different textures.
And if you have only actually used a body lotion on your feet and you think that will do, actually it won't do. Be prepared. You know,
it doesn't even sink in sometimes.
Well, no, it's greasy, and also it won't I mean, we're looking at prevention. Prevention is so important to me. I can feel skin. I know what skin is like. Don't be forced into using a thick, balmy product thinking it's going to help. It weakens the skin. If you've got fine skin, but it's thick callus on the fine skin, if you use a thick, balmy product, when you walk, that's weakened, and you're much more likely to have cracks.
Yeah, because
so
also
I do
the
it for a
important
reason.
thing is when you work, you're normally sat at this end of the trolley. We'd normally be sat with the back to you.
I'm
so
loving this.
She'd be literally at that end of the trolley, or the bed, looking at the feet and looking purely at texture. You'd be working with calluses, you'd be working as well with other problems on there, you'd be working
and you would
with blades.
focus exactly that. And you know, the great thing about this as well is it's a product that is preventive. So we're not just looking, it's a really quick fix, I should say, for the sandal season. But I think so often in the past people have ignored the feet. But now, you know, you see me in the press now almost, well, in the last couple of weeks.
You are the foot woman.
I mean, I've done everything, even in the last week on the marathon. I know, I do.
Phone calls you do. Margaret actually gets private appointments and people follow her, whether it's actually, you know, on the fitness magazines or whether it's the Daily Mail or whether it's You magazine articles or whether it's Glamorous Vogue or something like that, wanting a quote on gorgeous feet to go with your Jimmy Choos. But it also can be practical point of view. You might actually have, obviously, if you've got any medical concerns, you check and you know that information as well from your GP, but with any medical concerns to do with your foot area, we are looking at someone like Margaret that has got a greater and higher qualification than, say, someone like me that is qualified only in pedicure. You are actually qualified even to...
I am a foot expert, that's the way we can say. And the thing is, the products do work, and I formulate them for a reason. I know skin types, I know the different skin. And this foot,
and
you'll see this foot,
look at the ball of the foot.
Yeah.
It actually absorbs differently than normal body lotion or oil into the hard skin of the ball or around the calluses.
That's it. It treats. And the thing is, the harder the hard skin is, the more the cells increase. So you want to look at prevention, definitely. But I mean, this foot ran 6 miles today.
Did it?
And it hasn't had much care.
What were you doing running 6 miles?
I run 6 miles often.
Are you training for something?
Not this year, but I have run a few marathons, which is why, you know, the TV stations...
So you know feet.
I know exactly.
You know aching feet on your own.
I do, definitely. And also, I know the foot conditions. I know thin feet. I know that the foot of the skin is so much thicker.
What about if is there any
specific...
difference? So you mentioned there about thin feet. What about, you know, sometimes when we get elderly, it's we lose almost like the fat on the foot area, and the foot can become painful.
And don't forget, the foot stops sweating. So for years you may not have needed a foot product, but suddenly, once the sweat glands reduce and diminish, as we get older, we lose the fat pad as well. We need to put in something else. And the thing is, it's so liberating to have feet that look great, and there really aren't many products on the market. In fact, foot-wise, I don't think there are any apart from mine, nothing that can match mine, certainly, that can really work at fusing both health and beauty. So we're looking at a product that's going to give instant and long-lasting results.
So we've got the oil and we've actually got the cream. Do you want it on the other foot as well? Where are you grabbing it for?
No, I'm using it on my hands because also it's fantastic on the elbows, the hands. I've got a friend that actually drives in
the whole body. It's fantastic, by the way.
It is. I know.
You're going to love the smell of that lemon myrtle coming through as well. So it's not like some foot care, which are maybe very pepperminty or very mentally or very medicinally type smelling, and you don't enjoy using. You'll enjoy using this. It smells gorgeous.
Totally.
You'll be proud and happy to actually use it in the lounge, not just hide it to the bedroom or the bathroom.
And do you know what it doesn't do? Often people put the products on, any foot products on just before bed. I really hate putting a foot product on that makes the foot and the sheet wet. You know what? It doesn't do it.
So
it's a divine... It won't.
Well, £23.53. I am just going to be honest, we have not had that particular combination in stock since last June. Shall I tell you why? £45 is what you'd normally pay to buy them separately directly from Margaret Dabbs. You get them both for £23.53. In size-wise, 200 mils each. Both come in the pump action, 228552.